Warning! President's an alien. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Supergirl Season 2, Episode 21, Resist. I'm your host, Dom. With me, we have Nikki, Cleo, and Rachel.
Hello.
How's it going?
I have cookies.
Cookies? Did you bring enough for everyone?
Nope. All mine.
Rude.
Yep.
So what'd you guys think of this episode?
Well.
Good.
It was good.
That was good?
Mm-hmm.
All villains monologue.
It's good, just like that cookie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just as sweet as the cookie, too, right? Yeah.
It's a shortbread, so it's not really sweet.
I do have to say that the warning that you gave us before we started this episode, that the president is an alien, we kind of already knew that.
No, of course we did.
We did.
It wasn't really a warning either because that's true.
It's a spoiler in case Kara was watching.
But she would have watched this after she did all the things, so wouldn't be a spoiler. Anyways, I actually during this episode I was actually kind of rooting for Lena and Mon-El to have a little bit of a marriage.
Oh God.
Them standing beside each other, and they kind of played off each other really well. They kind of bonded a bit, and I was like, they actually seem okay together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like,
Them standing there with like this fake forced marriage. I'm like, feels really familiar. And then I realized it felt familiar because they did it in Arrow with Ali and Nyssa.
Mm.
I was like, wait a second.
Except that one actually went through.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know
Actually.
if anything went through here because
She didn't pronounce them.
we were told that genetic material could be created through hair strands.
And
yeah,
she
Well,
had
that
their
doesn't
hair.
necessarily mean
that
married.
had not.
No, I know.
She was gonna do that whether they were married or
I
not.
didn't say married. I said we didn't know if anything came from it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we don't know. Well, okay. The way Rhea explained it said she's gonna do it whether they get married or not. The marriage was just for the people, so that
right.
it was just like a symbolic thing, so the people could feel like they're unified. Which, at this point, you can't unify when it's it's master and slave still. Like it doesn't really work that way.
Well,
That's how Rhea was like thinking about it. She wanted the humans to be the slaves and the Daxamites to be the ones on top.
Well,
that's how Daxam worked.
Yeah,
I know.
When she talked about who she brought over, she didn't mention any of like the slaves, I guess you would, for lack of a better word. She was like the upper crust people.
Yeah.
All came.
Now,
Soldiers, the merchants.
Lee quotes in chat, he goes, "We are not getting married, and we are certainly not giving you an heir." And I actually had to rewind this because the very first time that I heard Mon-El say it, I thought he said, "We're definitely not giving you our hair."
Yeah.
So I was
well,
wait, that doesn't sound right. So I went back and I listened to it a second time. He goes, "An heir." I was like, oh, okay. I guess I had too much earwax or something. I don't know.
We're not giving you our hair.
Yeah.
That's your ticket.
Right.
As soon as this, I went to the movies recently and I've watched a certain movie, and this whole point where she needed was genetic material to make offspring really reminded me of the movie, and this movie that I just watched, and I was just like, oh boy. It's not going to work out the same way, but it drew a line there of connection for me. I'm like, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, his mom is. She's like she's like that typical villain. She monologues and then tells you all her plans.
Mm-hmm.
Did she tell us all her plans?
Not all.
Not all of them, but most.
Not all of them.
She kept
the very
Superman for the very end.
Yeah, that was what I was, that's what I was gonna get to. Like, she didn't tell us everything. She surprised us at the very end.
She did.
Yeah.
But she's like, most
That-
of she walks and tells you what's going on. I'm like, really?
That
How
caught me
the
off
hell
guard.
did she do it?
Well, okay, here's the thing.
Mind-
Last time there was a mind-altering effect on, people, Superman fell victim to it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
because
it's happened again.
He's mostly human now.
Right.
Kind of thing.
No, not genetically, but
No, but I'm just saying that's what was.
His brain is humanized, is
I
what
think
you're...
he's just not. He's not
emotion.
as strong-willed as Kara is.
Right.
I think
Maybe not, no.
Kara's a lot more stubborn. He's
Yeah.
very stubborn, but Kara's worse.
Oh, by far.
But I think that the reason why they said that he fell victim to it was because he's been here. He was on Earth longer. He grew up.
That
from a
was
baby.
That was the other one.
reason that
Started the
myriad
period.
took hold. This might
Yeah.
be something. This is probably something different.
I think this is chemical.
I think this
Yeah.
is like maybe a chemical or a brainwashing type thing, because we know that their planet was littered in kryptonite, so she could have used that to capture Superman in the first place and held him, and then
And they've dropped hints all through this whole episode that we can't find him. We can't get him on the
Yeah.
phone. We call his
Yeah,
friends.
that's
They
true.
don't know where he's at. I'm like, really?
yeah,
Leading
no,
you
they
right to the
they definitely
candy
hinted
house.
and led up to it, and still when it happened, I did not expect it.
It was
No.
kind of one of those things in the back of your mind. You're just like, why? Okay, whatever.
But
Don't
at the
worry.
same time, this was another one of the Cleo effects to me. You have an effect, Cleo, in case you didn't know. That
Oh, okay.
I was mad at Kara for wanting to stay behind and try to talk Rhea
Rhea?
into giving up peacefully or whatever, like surrendering of her
Yeah.
own will, accord, whatever. And the Cleo effect is because she did it, it validates herself now because there was a reason. Like, if she didn't do that, Superman would have died in the explosion. Like if she didn't go back for him.
Yeah.
So I was
I
really
feel like
upset
this is
with
a
her at
little
that point.
different.
It is. It's slightly different, but it's still
yeah.
a similar principle.
Yeah.
Because Alex
Because
holding
I don't
off on.
fault her for trying.
Yeah, no, I know. I give her that much, but especially after knowing everything, and Mon-El's like, look, it's my mother. I know her better than you. Like, just don't do it, and she still does it. It's not trusting Mon-El.
If Carwell left with Mon-El, Superman would have been fine because he was already outside of the ship.
Yeah.
And then she could have hit the button because right when he came back and said that she's not there, then Superman hit with his laser beam.
Yeah,
eyes.
that was the point where I was like, oh my god, Superman, what? Because nobody else has laser vision that we know of.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing this? Why are you blowing up
and
the
we saw that. And also, we saw what she did. She's done to John Jones, so she could have possibly done the same thing to Superman in a way.
Yeah.
So because she debilitated John Jones, so it's easier. Yeah.
Well, that was last episode. He's still in the
He's still though,
coma
but it was
this
Rhea
episode.
who did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
She has a lot of tricks in her sleeves.
Yeah. So all through this episode, they're rallying up to fight, and like the DEO has to, like, the DEO got taken over, so they have to like pull together their own like little DEO like scrap thing in the dive bar that they have, the alien dive bar, we see the president's coming in, and she's on Air Force One, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh, this is not going to end well. Like this is going to get
she's
bad."
heading right to that. Why?
Yeah,
Why are you heading?
I asked the same question, and I said, "You are an alien. You know about alien technologies, and you know about Earth technologies. You know that their technologies are a little bit more superior than, say, Earth technologies. Why are you flying straight in, being like, oh, look at me, I'm a target?" Because that's exactly
she
what I was
could
thinking.
negotiate.
Yeah.
I think it was more of she thought she could stop it before fighting was necessary.
I guess, but like before Kat stepped in, they were both two rams locking horns. There was no giving up. There was no negotiating. There was no tug and pull.
nothing.
They were just at a standstill with the horns touching. And, Kat comes in, and you could see the president kind of dial back, be like, yeah, this can work because Grant's a good negotiator. And then Rhea's like, no. No, you made fun of my tiara.
Yeah, right. Ray's like, no, bitch, I don't like you. You can basically
Cat Grant was so fantastic this episode. Oh, it overemphasizes how much I actually miss her.
I didn't I've said that I love Kat's character from the get-go since I started watching, and I have missed her. So when she came back, I was like, are you staying? Please say you're staying. I know she's going to be here, I think, for next episode, but what about next season?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really know what's going on with that.
Mm-mm.
So, it comes down to her schedule and things like that, and the fact that they're out in Vancouver and she wants to spend time with Harrison. We're on a first name basis, by the way.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't know
All
that?
right.
You didn't know that? Yeah. But, yeah, so it's rough. It's rough. It's like spending time with family and trying to get a job that's like nowhere near where your family is at the same time. It's not exactly, you wouldn't see Harrison Ford be like, yep, let's move over there for a TV show that I'm not on. Has he ever even been on a TV show? And I'm not counting talk shows,
I don't know.
I don't think he'd be, there's no way I'm moving either. I feel like, if, say, there was a lull in what he was doing, he'd consider it for sure. He wouldn't just be like, oh, hell's no. And I don't think a TV show is out of the realm of possibilities for Harrison.
Yeah. I don't know. You never know. But, I can't say for sure he's never been on a TV show, because look at George Clooney. George Clooney got his start on Roseanne. He played Roseanne's boss.
Is that
ER?
true?
Isn't it ER?
He was
No,
on...
he was on Facts of Life.
Well, yeah. He was on Facts of Life. He went to Roseanne. He played Roseanne's boss at the plastic company for the first couple seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went to
ER
after that.
I miss ER.
That's where his big break was. But, yeah.
I was like, he was on Facts of Life. He was the handyman.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. But, yeah. But you never know. I don't know. I hope Cat Grant comes back for a little bit more. Getting her for at least one episode here. I was hoping we were going to get her earlier on, a little bit more, but I think the timing and everything was perfect for her. I loved, everything when Supergirl, Supergirl goes and flies away, and she's like, that's just still so cool. And, it's just little lines like that. When she found Jimmy's identity, his guardian.
That was so funny. We had that exact conversation too. We were like, we can see his eyes.
Yeah.
I thought there was a visor there, but I guess there isn't.
I think we even said that Cat Grant would recognize him because of the sleigh. I'm almost positive that came up at some point, because we were saying how she recognized Kara, but they pulled the wool over her, and we weren't sure if she really knew or if she was playing along, but it seems like she doesn't know.
Yeah.
Kira.
I do love the fact that, when she walked into the office, she automatically still thought of it as her office.
Kira and Winslow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like Lee is saying
my
that...
My scented candles should go here.
Lee's saying that Harrison did play Indiana Jones' Chronicles character in 1992, so he did for a little bit of a TV show, Harrison. But yeah, no, I don't know, I really miss Cat Grant. I really do.
It smells like a gym in here. Why is there free weeds in my office?
So fun.
It's going to take decades of incense.
Oh,
I have to burn sage for a millennia.
That's what it was.
I mean, just that whole scene made it feel like she was coming back for me, and I was very hopeful.
Yeah, and then when the plane went down, I was like, oh, we're good. Supergirl's gonna save her, and then I was like, oh shit, she didn't save the president.
Yeah.
I was like, Supergirl totally just prioritized Cat Grant over the president. I have no issues with that.
She just said in the beginning of the episode, she's like, oh man, that lady makes me so happy that I voted for her. It's like,
Yeah.
She never lets me down, and then she doesn't save her.
Probably the best line that in the whole thing is when President did wake up, and like she comes out of the debris, and she just like walks up to them, and she's like, I think I have some explaining to do, and Kat goes,
No.
please tell me you're still a Democrat.
Yeah, right.
Like, I was like, that's the question you're gonna ask right now.
Well,
That's
I
typical
mean-
Cat Grant. That's why I love her. That's
I
why
think the
love her.
reason why she said that is because she's known Olivia, the president, for longer than we kind of assumed.
We
She's-
knew, yeah. She
Yeah,
was in
she's like
high school, in
roommates.
college.
In college, she was the RA for her, so they
Oh,
were
yeah.
kind of close to begin with.
Yeah, I walked
she
in, I
had-
saw E.T. in his bathrobe.
Yeah, exactly. So I think she just kind of Kat's really good with connecting things like instantly. So I think that was her first question, because at that point she's like, okay, everything makes sense now.
Yeah.
Except she can't figure out that Kara is Supergirl. I don't even know.
I mean, she
I
did
think she
figure it
has.
out. They pulled a pretty elaborate prank on her to get
Yeah.
her.
Yeah,
And
with
that
Jones.
would honestly destroy anybody's disbelief, you know.
Yeah, true.
So it's not like she knows that there's aliens around that are cloning people, you know, their appearances and stuff like that. Just, you know, temporary.
Shape-shifting.
Yeah. So, there was another line that Kat had that was really good. I don't know, but she, like, her motivational speech, you know, that she gave to
about living in a yurt.
The one when she's on the plane, or the one where she's on the garbage can? 'Cause
on the
those
garbage
are two-
can.
Okay, yeah, that's when she moved to Bataan to live in a yurt
Yeah.
to find happiness and everything. That was a really good speech. Like, I mean, even the one on the plane to Rhea and the president, it was really, really well worded. Like, it sold me. And then the one to Supergirl was really, really close to heart as well, because like you could see Supergirl and Kara like her brain just like finally going click 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 ding 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 ding, and then she figured out what she had to do.
Wynn's got a big
Because-
mouth.
Wynn does. He's the gossip of the office.
Winslow.
Winslow. I love that she still calls him that. I love it.
So funny.
Yeah,
Love it.
she's just like, I need you. You're coming with me. She's like, what?
Who do you think? I gotta take the robot?
Oh, Henshaw.
Where's James? He's a coward. Where's Kira? She's also a coward.
There was so many great. The writing on this episode was just so good. It was so good. I applaud the writers.
Because
I
if there
really do.
wasn't these lines, I think the episode would have been far too intense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So they had to have all of this comic relief so that we as the viewers could be not on the edge of our seats, but entertained enough that we're very, very engaged.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's a
it's like
lot of
those
the reason why I
able to take a
enjoy
breath.
these
You're like, wait.
these CW DC shows is because of the comic relief, you know, which
Mhm.
you don't you go and watch like I don't know certain shows like Supernatural. You watch some of the older seasons and stuff. There are jokes, there are episodes that are in fact inherently just jokes, but they didn't have comedy sprinkled through the whole episode or whatever, and you know, some stuff got really serious, and it's just like, and I'm not saying that's bad because it worked at the time for it or whatever, but you know, that this style of a show, this comedy slash action slash drama banter, you know, it's like this, it's a love triangle, you know, it's
A love triangle of genres.
yeah. Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
it
All right,
actually
I'm-
it melds really well, and
Mhm.
I applaud the CWDC verse for that. So,
Definitely.
um,
Makes it entertaining.
yeah. But Alex was actually the acting director of the CEO this episode,
Oh.
and I think she did a really terrible job.
Mhm. I
Uh,
hate when she gets any semblance of power
mm.
in the DO at any kind of situation, because she just botches it every time.
Well, I mean, she was really good at breaking into the DEO. Like, that all went great.
Because she's a field agent first, I think.
Right, yeah, oh, for sure.
naturally.
And then
So
Yeah.
that was more natural for her.
I totally get the hesitation on the positron cannon. I totally get it.
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's fine.
But still, you know, orders are orders. You got to do what you got to do. I thought that Tails blowing up Supergirl? Supergirl stupid enough to stay behind, knowing that you have orders to destroy it and you're under a time crunch?
If
You know?
it was just Supergirl, yeah, but Supergirl is her sister.
I know, but still.
See, that's what sometimes I hate about the whole superhero thing. They're so good and they want everyone to be good. They want to give everyone chances. There's just sometimes you can't because they're not going to change. They don't deserve these chances. They don't deserve you trying to change their mind. Just
You're talking about Supergirl trying to change, right?
yeah. It's
Yeah.
just like you just and
first and
there's a lot
foremost,
of superheroes that do that. I'm going to give them the chance to change their ways. Deadpool their ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's why I like Marvel. They don't. Well, they do fuck around, but
this is a
Not the
point
same.
where Supergirl should have listened to Mon-El because it is his mother and he does know her. He's lived with her pretty much all his life. So she should have been like, okay, let's do this. Like, I will leave with you. But he didn't fight because he knows that she's going to fucking do it anyways. He should have fought, though. Like, he should have been like, no, you're coming with me, biatch.
Right?
I mean, that wouldn't have gone over well, but
yeah,
I
no,
mean,
he can't.
no.
Like, Kara's the most stubborn person.
It's annoying.
I don't know. I think Ollie still takes the cake on that.
I don't know. I think they give each other a run for their money.
The two of them together. I mean, come on. When they first
Well,
did when they did
the crossover, they were
crossover, they were
pretty
just kind of
awkward with each other.
yeah. They're like,
Perfect.
I don't know if I like you. I don't know.
That I mean, they do say that like
They're
he-
not the
like,
only
you
two
know,
leads, though. Barry can be pretty stubborn, too, so...
Oh, for sure.
He's more selfish than stubborn.
They,
more-
they go hand in
There's a-
hand.
I guess so.
So
I don't know, but like people say like opposites attract, and then if you're too similar to somebody, you're always butting heads, and I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that would be Oliver and Supergirl.
yeah,
Oh, constantly. That yeah. No,
and I mean that's also because opposites. That's why Mon-El and Kara work so well together.
Hmm.
I loved during the rescue, and when Supergirl up with Lena. Kara
Kara sent
Danvers sent me to rescue you. Like so awkward.
That was great.
So awkward. I loved it. They're just like Mon-El
Despite-
sitting there like, I want to kiss you right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't do it. You know, like oh, so good. So good. But the one thing that did really surprise me this episode was Lillian just kind of like walking into the bar and offering help, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on right now?
That was great.
I knew it was a bad situation.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like they were all like, "No, bitch."
Yeah.
No.
When you kind of have to team up with Lillian Luthor, when I would say a Luthor in general, but Lena has really not been so bad so
No.
far.
Yeah, so far.
You know, but we know that if anybody who's watched Smallville knows that that doesn't mean anything, because Lex seemed like a pretty stand-up guy, you know, back in
Yeah.
the day. So
I really liked that Lex, by the way.
Michael Rosenbaum was a
Oh,
fantastic
Yes,
Lex Luthor.
best Luthor.
I'm wondering
Sounds
if we'll
like-
ever get Lex Luthor in this show.
I thought they might bring him in at one point for his father, but they casted somebody completely different. So
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know.
Um.
I think it would be interesting. That would have to be like something down the line, though.
Yeah.
I don't think that's we're anywhere near that yet.
I think
No.
the thing I was most upset about this episode is, despite the need to work together, Kara actually brought them into the Fortress of Solitude. Like, that's supposed to be somewhere sacred.
Yeah.
You know,
well, Hank's
Well,
been
they've
there
already
before.
been there.
Yeah, Hank's been there before.
Yeah, but...
But he broke in. Like,
I mean,
yeah.
what's
Didn't
it going to
belong
do now?
there.
What harm is it going to do now for them to go in there? They've already been in there.
I guess.
I mean, it's just like whatever. It's over. It's done with. We need to get these people out.
Well, we know that Kara can change the access codes and everything. She can change the security system at will. So, I mean,
But we
she
also
can-
know that R2-D2 guy...
Oh my god.
When she called
His
him
like
R2.
access port looked exactly like
Well,
R2's.
Kara called him R2.
I know.
She goes, "Do your thing, R2," or whatever, and then the little thing comes out of his hand and goes in the action. I go, "Oh my god, he is R2D2." Like,
Mhm.
And then the thing turned just like.
Yeah.
And I was
it was
like,
a great
God.
nod to Star Wars. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Little
But
nod
like when
right there.
when Robot Henshaw can do that at will, he can hack his way into the Fortress of Solitude now. Especially
Only
now
if
that
they
he knows
have
where
that
it
port. Even though they might not have that kind of port.
Isn't also like genetics related as well?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if he doesn't have any of Kara or Superman on hand, he can't get in.
Yep. He used all their blood last time.
is. They kind of, I don't know. I mean, they don't control Superman right now, but
No,
yeah, I don't know.
But Rhea doesn't care about the Fortress of Solitude.
she doesn't
Needless
probably
to
even know
say-
about it.
But needless to say, them, Wynn and Kara and them knowing that Lillian and Robo-Man were very, not very trustworthy, making a backdoor so he can't close the portal was very ingenious.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
bugging him. It's like
Yeah, because
Win. It was
you knew when Win went over and got his arm like twisted.
yeah.
He like looked at Kara and Kara gave him like this little smile and a nod, like I knew something was up at that moment,
Mhm.
Cause
Yeah, well, also Wynn walked up to Hank and like kind of gave him a shoulder bump,
yeah,
and that's when Hank grabbed his arm. So that's the classic like grifter tap him
Mhm.
on the shoulder, like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah, and the way that he was standing over John Jones, I was like, bitch, get away from him.
yeah.
Don't mess with our green Martian.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Lee, I know that Rhea attacked Supergirl on the Fortress of Solitude. She, like, teleported in.
Yeah.
Beamed herself in. But we met Lena.
No,
Or not Lena, Lillian, sorry.
Lillian, yeah.
yeah, that they just let Lillian in.
Yeah.
But
Eh,
what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Just change the locks
Already
later.
been
Yeah.
done.
I think that's exactly what Supergirl had in mind, was just to change security later. So
I do like that we got some background, though, on the president and the alien. Like, we found out her home planet, which I forgot to write down. And then she mentioned, how her planet was attacked. And, like, she had to flee, and that's why she's so supportive of refugees and everything. So, we got some really good background on her.
Yeah,
and
and I
her
mean,
reasons for not wanting, not negotiating with Rhea.
Right.
Because she's like, I've seen it happen before. They come in,
Yeah.
they promise all this stuff, and then you end up being their
Right.
slaves. I'm not gonna let that happen here.
and I mean,
Even though she's an alien, she was still totally for for everyone, which was like amazing. Can we have that president now, please?
yeah,
and
I'd prefer an alien president right now. That's fine.
we
And-
assume that since she was hiding the fact that she was an alien and she had those red glowy eyes, that it was nefarious, but luckily it turned out to be not that.
I mean, there's always still a chance that she could be.
Yeah,
She looks inherently evil, but it's just the red glowy eyes. I mean, we see Hank Henshaw, his eyes are glowy and red. It's like, right now, though, she's good. She's just
Well,
a little bit
John Jones's
enthusiastic.
eyes do the red thing too.
Yeah.
But he also bleeds, like, what is it, blue blood or something?
Probably, I don't know.
So, I mean,
Rainbows
if
with sparkles.
humans...
You never know.
That's unicorn
He's-
poop.
Yeah, he's a unicorn.
Hey, there might be some alien out there that bleeds rainbows with sparkles in it. You don't know.
Maybe.
I'd like to see that.
Do you guys have anything else for this episode?
Oh, there's a lot, like the media-wide broadcast, like the citywide media broadcast, like that was also another really good Cat Grant speech.
Yeah.
Like she not only just motivated a few people, she motivated thousands upon thousands, and
Yeah, you saw the
The
whole city
Daxamites-
rise up and
Yep.
everything.
I just love
work.
when Rhea was doing her little speech. She's like, "No need to fear," as people are being beaten and blasted by her
Exactly.
darts. I'm like, seriously?
Yeah.
We come in peace.
It's not
No,
even
you
just
don't-
wasn't even just the military or police that were getting. There was innocents like just going, "Oh, I'm scared," and then whack. It's like,
right.
how can you not be scared? Like,
Yeah.
Rhea, no, shut up.
It's all these people just like running out into the streets and everything. I'd be like, let me find the nearest basement of the building that I'm in, you know, like,
Right.
must go hide.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, she's thinking that it's going to be a pushover like cat grass, and it's not. I love the fact that when she meets the president, she goes, "Do you speak for the world?" She's like, "No, but I speak for the United States and this city." It's like, do you not understand? Each continent has their own leader, pretty much.
And
I mean,
I don't think she does
Also-
understand.
No,
I mean,
she doesn't.
she
really
might,
doesn't.
because she did do a lot of research to find out about MIT and, you know, Yale and all that,
But that,
kind
you
of
know,
stuff.
that's
So
just-
who knows what she actually knows, but
The fact that she cares is what we're,
Yeah.
what matters,
Yeah.
and she doesn't.
no, she's
But,
just
like,
very, she's very arrogant.
She is, and like, right now she's like Daxamites and humans, but like, there's a lot of alien refugees on that planet that could just wipe her from the sky. So when those people get involved, what is she gonna do?
and I mean, it's not like the United States has their own army. Other countries do too. It's like you don't understand how big this world is, and you want to conquer the whole thing. Good luck, lady.
Yeah.
Good luck, because that's not going to happen.
No, especially with other continents and other countries, military, where some are a little bit more advanced in America and stuff like that. She just doesn't know.
Some are a little more crazy than America. So
Yes,
we know that one.
some don't have those restrictions that we have. Some
No,
just
they
say,
don't.
boom.
They have no filter.
you fly in our sky, you are out of our sky with our rockets. Like,
Mhm.
yeah. So I don't know. I don't
think this stuff through very far.
Rhea hasn't been a good villain. Let's just put it out there.
Mm.
She's not smart.
All I
No.
know is Supergirl has to survive because Supergirl's going to tell Mon-El that his mama killed his daddy.
Yes,
And that's going to have to happen. That's
that
gonna happen.
little bit of information
Mhm.
has to make it to Mon-El.
That's when I saw that. It's like, oh, dude, you're monologuing because you think you're going to kill her. You think you guys are going to die, so you're telling her everything. I was like, that's the stupidest thing. That is like the biggest villain cliche ever.
It really
Yeah.
is.
So
Yeah.
something that I was thinking, was anybody else thinking this when Cat Grant was talking about Baton? I forgot to mention this before when she was talking about Baton. When she said, I asked Siri, "What's the happiest place on Earth?" Was anybody else expecting Disney World?
Yes,
I was.
Yes.
I totally was. I
Or
totally was. 'Cause
Disneyland or something like
yes,
that.
it
Yeah.
was.
So
Because that's all you
Totally.
ever hear on commercials.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
So okay, Google, what's the happiest place on Earth?
According to Wikipedia, Magic Kingdom was often used as an unofficial nickname for Disneyland before Walt Disney World was built.
So there we go. There we
What'd
go.
she say?
What's up with that, Siri? Huh? Does
don't
anybody
know
have
what
Siri
she
to
said.
ask?
I don't have my phone right now with me.
Dom, we couldn't hear what it said. What did it say?
It did
Magic
say
Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom, also known as Disneyland, Disney World. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very faint, but I caught the
I mean, I
accent. of
could
it.
go ask my daughter to get my phone, but I'm not going to.
Mm.
Yeah,
My phone doesn't have Google activated right now. I don't like talking to Google.
She might not have meant like where do people go that is a happy place.
Yeah.
I think she meant where are people living where they are the happiest.
But that's not like
That's
that's
not
not
what
how
she
she
said.
worded it.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that's not what she said, but
Yeah. So I don't know. I was just
That's
thinking
what she was
Disney.
It's
getting
definitely what she meant, though. Yeah.
yes, yeah.
So
And I understand because I've seen that, those tribes that
yeah.
nomad tribes, and they're like the happiest people ever. They don't,
Yeah, it's
they
parties
have
for
enough-
everything.
yeah, they celebrate everything. I mean, they have enough food for their family, and they even welcome people that are traveling through. They welcome them into their homes and feed them, and give them a place to stay, and then send them on the way. They are just like, okay, sure, they're like happy hippies.
Guess so.
For different reasons.
So you guys have anything
They
else?
might. You don't know what they are on.
That's true. It's true.
You guys have anything else before I read the synopsis?
No.
No. So episode 22. I believe this is the finale, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Supergirl's
22
got
is the last
22. I think it's Arrow and Flash have 23.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's why I wasn't sure. Nevertheless, she persisted. That's the name of the episode.
I wish I hadn't already put I have this sticker that says that. I wish I hadn't already put it on my my computer because I would show it.
Oh, really?
It's on my computer.
That's awesome. Supergirl challenges Rhea to battle to save National City. Meanwhile, Tyler returns and Cat Grant offers Supergirl some sage advice. So, Tyler is
Meanwhile,
is
Superman
Cat Grant's
returns.
son,
Yeah.
right?
Son.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I
No.
forgot his name was Tyler. Is his name
It's a-
Tyler?
It says
That's-
meanwhile
that's-
Superman returns
Oh.
and Cat
Oh,
Grant
oh, yeah.
offers-
Tyler's the name of the actor who plays
Oh, okay.
Superman. Okay,
Meanwhile,
sorry.
Superman,
I got confused.
Yeah, returns. Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah. I thought Tyler was... What was the name of Cat Grant's son? I thought it was Tyler. It's not Tyler?
I don't
No,
remember.
I don't remember.
Oh, well.
We
Well,
liked him, but we don't remember.
we were told that Superman was coming back for finale, so I was definitely not expecting him this episode. So that was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Really liked it. So I think that's it. Nikki, where can the people find you?
On Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
Awesome. Cleo, where can the people find you?
They can find me nevertheless persisting at Cleomoto on Twitter, Twitch, and Pinterest.
That's a lot of places to persist.
Rachel, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Viking Witch 76 on Twitter and at Viking Witch on Twitch.
Lee corrects us. Adam is the older one. Awesome.
Okay.
I will never forget that now. Because
Yes, you
Adam,
will.
no, because Adam was the brother in Supernatural as well.
Adam
You can
West?
find me
Adam West. That was my thought.
in
I'm
Phenomenon.
Adam Wee.
Find me at Phenomenon. PHENOMEDOM. Do. What
Nom
now?
nom.
What now? What now? I did it already, Cleo.
Phenomenon.
I-
Do. Phenomenon. Do.
You asked for it, I'm just saying.
Tom keeps trying to best me. Never gonna work.
Just follow us, find us, Google, whatever.
Sassy.
Sassy exit.